Greetings. It is I, Foolish, as you can tell by the name of the channel and stuff. Here we are again. I had a follow-up to my Regard Me video. I just wanted to make sure I didn't mention it. Probably because I was so busy rambling, and then when I realized how much time the video had on it, I needed to really follow up with the second part of it. I guess we could call this Regard Me Part 2. I want to warn you against this. This could happen with yourself. This could happen with friends that you're kind of like in a situation with and you guys are laughing, okay? You had a situation, super upsetting for whatever reason. You turn into a big fat joke, you unhooked from it, right? You can't, that isn't the end game. You can't just call it a day. You unhook from it so that you can address the problem, right? Now, the problem with using humor as a way to unhook is that a lot of times people stop there. You cannot stop there. You can't stop there. If you help other people laugh at a situation, you have to be careful, because there are certain people with certain mindsets that think that that's now your job. Your job is now to make them feel better about a situation without them actually having to address it or to do anything about it or to do something about themselves or to, you know, evolve or change in some way. You can become a Band-Aid. And you can become a Band-Aid for yourself. It is not enough, in my opinion, my working theory, it's not enough in this lifetime to feel happy all the time. Honestly, to me, I think that is a waste of time. If you feel like it's, you know, you're supposed to be happy and positive all the time, I think you're missing out on like half of your life. Because struggle is where growth happens. How you can get happiness and peace is by becoming more resilient. The way that you become more resilient is by increasing the amount of struggle that you can handle. It comes back to the gym. It always comes back to lifting weights for me. You can lift more if you learn the principles of proper form. Your strength is built when you recover, not when you're actually lifting. I feel like these principles apply to spirituality as well. As you work and struggle from the place where you are right now is how you build strength and resilience. The way you are right now. Let's see if Morgan's going to back me up on this. Let's just see what she has to say about it. But definitely, like making stuff funny, be very careful. Here's what I do with that. And I'm going to just start explaining my process start to finish. I have found my spiritual path to be very gritty. Very gritty. Very real. Very in the mud. Clearing out all that nonsense. Clearing it out. Not by telling myself a happy story about it, but by getting in there, seeing what's what can I use, what can I not use. And now I'm to the point where, like, and this does not replace a medical professional or a mental health professional advice. I think everybody needs a counselor, honestly, everyone. Even counselors have counselors, okay? But I can go a whole 8-month stretch of depression and not even really blink an eye. It doesn't even faze me anymore. Doesn't even faze me. I just ride it out. I'm like, oh man, here we are again in the abyss. What's up? You know, I don't live there, but I do get my mail forwarded there time to time, okay? That is a hard one, tons of work, effort to become more resilient. All right, on my part. I'm just, saying it's an option. I'm not saying that you don't need treatment. I'm not saying that all you have to do is become more resilient. You're probably going to need some help, some support, and that's not weird either. But what I did was, to follow my own advice, notice that I was feeling horrible emotionally. Okay, I feel horrible emotionally because I've been practicing for a long time, creating space between the way I feel and how I behave, which that could probably be a whole other video in itself, or maybe even a series. I know that the way I feel emotionally isn't going to affect my life the way it is, but there's something I need to explore in there. Sometimes I've found that like a week or two of yucky thinking, just being down, sometimes that's the only way that my body can get a rest. I've noticed that as well. Sometimes it's there to help me rest up before something major, like, just happened, actually. That's happened to me time and time again, where, I think it might be depression, but it's really just, hey, bitch, get ready. Anyway, I think what we should do is just, let's just see what Morgan has to say about the original topic that I brought up. But I just start thinking about Band-Aids. Band-Aids. Are you band-aiding? But here's what we have on deck, and I'm just going back to making things funny and how that can unfortunately become a Band-Aid for people. Like, you can't, that can't happen. Can't stop at the funny. You have to move through it. You have to move through the situation, and just unhooking yourself from it through humor allows all of your faculties to work together to address the issue. So let's see what Morgan said about it. I don't know if you saw the pop outs or not, because I might have cut that part of the video out. I was speaking about a topic that I feel like I need to be extremely mindful when I'm discussing, okay? What does Morgan have to say? We have the Page of Rods reverse. We have Death reverse. We have Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Oh, all right. Exactly. Oh, so weird. Always starting something new, but never finishing anything. Like the funny, stopping at funny, and then never solving the problem, never addressing the problem, never using it as a way to grow, right? Learning proper form, but then never lifting the weight, right? Hyperactive, unfocused, or frenetic energy. Exactly. That's often how I would describe humor. Hesitant or unclear about what you're doing. Yeah. I don't have to readdress that. That's pretty much what I said. The humor's there to help you get clear about what you're going to do next, right? Yeah. Negativity, nihilism, whatever. The benefit of nihilism is if nothing means anything, then you get to choose your own meaning. You get to choose your own meaning. And nobody's, just, every time I hear nihilism, nobody ever brings that part up. You get to choose your own meaning. Refusing to let go. Yeah. Fear of death and the unknown. Fear, absolutely. Glad that something has ended. Yeah. Glad that you don't feel yucky anymore because you're laughing. But you can't stop there. You must sally forth in some way, even if it is to make the decision that this situation is not worth getting bothered over again. That counts as addressing the problem as well. Two of Wands. Making a plan, early preparation stage of a project or endeavor. Fork in the road. Which direction should be taken? Deciding whether to stay or move forward. Are you ready, willing, and able? Now I'm going to have that Lita Ford song in my head for the rest of the day. Good job, Morgan. Are you ready, willing, and able to move from the funny part and then address the problem from a new place in your mind? That's the interpretation I'm slapping onto that. Knight of Pentacles. Steady progress, consistent productivity, one step at a time. Methodical, exactly. Seems totally non-methodical, but it's methodical. Not in any hurry. It will be done when it gets done. Because we're unhooked. Now we can address the problem in due time. Steadfast, working hard to gain success, even if the work is repetitive, detail-oriented, or boring. Addressing problems can be boring, for sure. But it's one of those things where the more you do in the front, the less you do in the back. And there's a mullet joke in there somewhere, I just know it. A straightforward plan put into action, sticking to the plan. Basic, no-frills enterprise, a practical endeavor. Yeah, man. Yeah. Here we go. And maybe this sums it up for the whole shebang. Six of Swords. In transition, passage, not there yet, on a journey. Moving from unsettled to settled, turmoil to calm, chaos to stability, partial knowledge to full understanding. Right? Partial knowledge, something funny. We've unhooked from it, right? But now we must move forward. We must address the problem. Taking what you've learned or your current beliefs with you as you move forward. Morgan is backing me up once again. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you at another time.